Hello everyone and welcome back to New Tech. Today we're going to compare the brand new Amazfit GTS with Amazfit Stratos 3. So we have an Amazfit competition here going today. We're going to see in detail the specs, outside look and other stuff. The Amazfit GTS, we have 1.65 AMOLED touchscreen with Gorilla Glass 3 plus anti-fingerprint coating, and the watch itself is very light, made by plastic and comfortable bands from rubber like always. In the GTS, we have sensors like ambient light sensor, air pressure, geomagnetic sensor, acceleration sensor, beard tracker, etc. The battery is made from lithium and is holding 220 mAh in daily use that will last 14 days. With GPS in it, it will last 25 hours, which is impressive if you compare with other smartwatches. In basic mode, this watch will last 46 days, and that's very shocking. So these are the specs for the GTS. Let's go ahead and see what we got in the Stratos 3. The body of Stratos is made by stainless steel and other strong material, while the bands are from silicone like usual. As we saw in the unboxed video, this watch is waterproof, same as other Amazfits. Up to 50 meters it will last without any problem. The rounded display is 1.34 inch Gorilla Glass 3 plus anti-fingerprint coating, which is basically the same glass like in the GTS but smaller. In the Stratos 3 we have plenty of sensors like beard tracker, acceleration, geomagnetic, air pressure, etc. The 300 mAh battery is made by lithium and it will charge for 2.5 hours. In standard mode, with default settings, heart rate, notification and couple of sports, it will last 7 days. While with endurance mode it will last 14 days, so less things obviously. Let's start with the GTS first. As you can see in the first page, we have here this beautiful face, which we can change just by pressing it and holding it. As you can see, each individual face has different options, so based on your preference you can change the face and see what you want to have in the first page. You can see you can change it, as I said, just by pressing it and holding it. I'm going to let this one. As you can see, when you press the weather, it shows the weather for all the day. Throughout the day you have the weather here and other information about the weather. You have time. In the left you have heart rate. Next you have status, and again at the first page. And the top, as you can see, we have torch, do not disturb, brightness and lock screen, also time, date and percentage of battery. We have here status, and we have the PAN. Also we have heart rate, which we will test later. We have workout, activities. Here in workout, as you can see, we have outdoor running, indoor running, treadmill, open water, pool swimming, climbing and other sports that we will test a little bit later, as I said before. We have here activities, all the records will be here, weather, music control. We have alarm, event reminder, more. Here in more we have compass, which we have to calibrate first, so don't calibrate this way. I saw people trying to calibrate. You have to calibrate like you are wearing it. So when you do the like 8 number circle is, you will get calibrating the compass. Next you have timer, you have stopwatch and other stuff like you have in a normal smartwatch. We have watch face here, which we saw before. Also we have watch face in the app. We have here screen auto off, the seconds. We have press and hold. You can see press and hold for whatever you need. We have workout to press and hold. Always on display. As you can see, we have 2 options for always on display, which you can customize, and we have the system at the bottom. You can see we have factory reset, shutdown, restart and other stuff as well. So this was the GTS. Let's go to the Stratos 3. As you can see, the blue light, we have here percentage of battery, time, date, weather, and we have here the last heart rate, steps, and burned calories as well. And the left we have notifications, down we have the weather, we have health, heart rate, and we have here the taskbar. As you can see, do not disturb. We have brightness, 5 level of brightness. We have here the power saving mode, the ultra mode, which is, it says here. With this mode you will last 45 days, as I said before. We have here settings. In the settings we have connection, general, preference, and other stuff. As you can see, in general we have do not disturb, airplane mode, vibration, brightness, anti-phone, lost location, GPS, language, and time format. In the preference we have here wrist rise, double tap to unlock, watch face, sport recognition, and that's all. In data science, as you can see, we have manual science and auto science. We have here device, ultra mode, reboot, power off, factory reset, and as you can see you can do some factory reset here. We have about, as you can see, name, model, and other things about this device. We have updates, feedback at the bottom, as you can see, checking for updates. Feedback and Humilab at the bottom. So this was the taskbar, as we say. In the right we have the menu, press and hold again to change the faces, again like you do in GTS and most of the other smartwatches. You press and hold to change the faces. Here we have health, heart rate, sport, and archive. In the sport, as you can see, we have running, walking, outdoor cycling, pool swimming, open water, treadmill, indoor cycling, elliptical, rower machine, indoor running and on foot, trail, skiing, tennis, soccer, multi-sport, jump rope, and you can add or hide one of these exercises. So it's very good feature in the Stratos 3. We have plenty of sports. As you can see, we have winter sports and other things that we can add. Plenty of sports. We have here exercises. We have weather, alarm, compass. As you can see, let's go to the compass again. And the Stratos has a different variation to calibrate. As you can see, just have to go in the circle motion and the compass will calibrate itself, which is much easier than the infinite sign like we did in the GTS. Next we have the barometer. As you can see, we have the pressure and we have the attitude, which is very useful when you go for hiking or other sports. We have location, timer. As you can see here, we have the stopwatch, which we use in most of the sports, music control, sleep, watch face, find phone, and settings. We saw the settings before and the options in the settings. So this is the software of the Stratos 3. Let's begin some tests in the GTS first. Let's go to the PAI. As we saw, we don't have any achievements right now. First, we have to measure our heart rate. As you can see, the last heart rate is saved and the statistic at the bottom or here. You can see the chart going up against the 100, and now the new heart rate result is here. You can see that will be saved in the watch and the app as well. Here at the workout, as you can see, we have skiing, cycling, outdoor running, and all the apps, the options that we had in the Stratos 3. Let's go ahead with outdoor running, press go, and you can see the time at the top, seconds going here, distance, pace, heart rate at the bottom, and the GPS should be activated right now. As you can see, immediately it activates. Down we have average pace, total ascending and total descending. We have seconds, stride length and consummation, and that's it. You can see we have a handful of options in the GTS for the sports, which is always a very good thing to have. Let's go now with the Stratos 3, and we saw that the Stratos has way more option for sports that we do in the GTS, so let's see how we are going to do it. As you can see, we are starting with heart rate like before. It's measuring, and you can see the circle sign at the top of the watch that has the relaxed sign that like we did in the GTS. Here the rounded screen tell us more. You can see the colors change and depends how relaxed you are. We have here the heart rate measurements, and also it saves with time and date as well. Next to the sports, press running. As you can see, the GPS is trying to activate. You can go without the GPS, it activates itself a little bit later. And as you can see, we have the time at the top, seconds going here at the bottom. We have distance, heart rate and pace here. In the second page we have average pace, seconds, speed and average speed. In the third page we have altitude, distance gain, elevation gain and elevation loss. We have calories and the PI, and we have the heart rate information as well in the separate page. Also we have the routes, which is very useful sometimes, and you can decrease or increase the length of it, which is very useful, like you are in there. So as you can see, we have much more information in the Stratos 3 than we have in the GTS, but the GTS is way more stylish than the Stratos 3. Let's stop this activity. Guys, this was it. We are in the end of the video. We saw the information, the statistic tests and all kinds of information about both of these smartwatches. We saw that they are completely different. The GTS is more daily usable, I think, for myself. I like the GTS more because it has better resolution and display. You saw how crispy clear it's the display of the GTS, but the Stratos has this blue light color like it's all digital smartwatch, and I personally don't like the display of the Stratos 3, as I said in the unbox video as well. So we saw that the screen of the GTS is bigger. We have more options in the Stratos 3 for sports that we do in the GTS, but again, if you are interested for a watch to wear it every day, do a little of sports, not like too much, you have to go with GTS. But if you are actually into sports a lot, you can go with the Stratos, which gives you way more information about that sport, and we have different sports as well, so the Stratos 3 is very usable for everyone. So guys, this was all for today's video. Thank you very much for your time and support. If you find this video interesting or helpful, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you in the next video with another smartwatch.